actually like insane. I've just had a bit of a reset this morning, so washed my bedding and put a couple of loads of laundry on, and then kind of just sat down and worked out my plan of my personal, like what I'm doing this week. I will do more of that tonight though, once I know what I'm doing for work this week, but that's where I'm at. I am hoping that in the next 20 minutes I get an email from my membership that I'm trying to get for the Pilates place that I want to join, but it's not looking hopeful. So the class that I wanted to go to is in about 50 minutes and it's a half an hour walk. So if that doesn't happen, then it's just not gonna happen. Maybe I can get to a class tonight. Quite frustrating. Hopefully it's sorted so I can get to my 9:15 one, but it's not looking hopeful at this rate. So a little bit disappointed about that. Yeah. So it's just so horrible today that I really don't want to go on my walk. Sorry, I just got an email. Got my hopes up. Not it. But I need to get my steps. It's just keeps raining and I really just can't work out what's happening to the weather. So I just don't want to do it. Deciding it just was not my day yesterday. I didn't end up getting my membership done for my studio and I was just so tired. I've just had a very off weekend and so I just kind of didn't do anything, and then last night I went, you know what, I'm gonna have a good week. So I decided I had an everything shower, my bed sheets were nice and fresh. I had a really calm night, read for 45 minutes and just did the things that usually set me up for a good day, and I feel like that has really helped. I woke up this morning feeling a lot more me again, I guess. So that was definitely the way to go. My membership has still not been sorted out and I really want to do a class this morning. Actually, I want to do 2 classes this morning. I want to do a bar class followed by a yoga, because I think that would be the perfect way to do it. So I've decided that I'm just going to turn up and see if they can fix it there. So I'm going to show up 15 minutes early and see what they can do for me, because I'm at the point where I'm I need this to be sorted. I'm quite frustrated. I bet that they have lots of people that probably end up deciding not to do it because it's such a faff. So I think I just have to do it, and that also gets my steps in. But I think that's the plan, which does mean I'll have to wish my call back if I do get it, but also that, I called it with my brother and my friend. So I think that's the plan. And then I have pickup duty this afternoon, so I will do that, but that at least gives me a good day kind of thing. It means that I can get my workout in, do my call, have some lunch, and then I'll have a few hours to myself before pickup. So I think that'll be good. I had the option of not doing my hours this afternoon because Thursday and Friday I've got crazy hours, like, because I'm with the two oldest, just me, while the parents and the little baby are going to a wedding. So that'll be my Thursday and Friday. But I do have quite a few exciting things this week, so it won't be as boring this week, I promise. But I think that's the plan. I'm quite frustrated about the whole membership thing, so fingers crossed for me that gets sorted this morning and I can do my classes. Extremely bad at filming this week, so no one hate me, but you've seen next to nothing, and it's currently Wednesday. Oops. Yeah, I think I just got really busy and I just kind of forgot to film. I've also been doing a lot of workout classes, which would be fine, except that I haven't been able to film in them because they've all been like full, and the one that I have now got a membership for is like, I haven't asked yet, but like they have rules around no phones. And I mean, I've filmed in one of the other studios, but there was only 4 people in the class. So I'm not sure how that's going to work and if I'm going to be able to film any of my workouts kind of from here on out, but that's okay. I'll give you a bit of a rundown of the last few days, considering that you've seen a few random things and there's no actual logical sense behind any of it. But on Monday, I ended up going to 2 workout classes. I ended up getting in, which was great. They like on the spot finished my membership and like signed me completely up, which was so lovely. And then I did the bar class and the warm flow yoga, which was so good. And then yesterday was just a hectic day. I tried to fit in too much, I think. I really tried to do a little bit too much, but I ended up just making it to it's like a yoga class, but it was like a spiral one or something. I'm not too sure. I'd have to check it up. I'll have to put it up on the screen or something. But I did that yesterday, and then I immediately went to an event. I went to the Devil Wears Prada 2, and it was like an afternoon tea, which you would have seen a lot of because I ended up taking a lot of footage of that. But it was incredible. Like, the food was insane. We all got to like bring our food that we did not finish at the cafe to the movie, which was kind of downstairs in this like lovely thing. These seats were the most comfortable things I've ever sat on in my entire life. It was actually like insane. And it was just so good. The movie was incredible. I've been waiting for this for like years at this point. Like, Devil Wears Prada is my favorite movie of all time. So definitely worth it. Like, loved every second. And I ended up calling my mum last night because she also saw it. And we had a whole debrief about it. It was so good. I love Devil Wears Prada. But it's now Wednesday and I'm just waiting for my lunch to cook. I've decided I'm going to try sweet potatoes, but like put in the oven upside down with a little bit of oil, and I'm hoping that like the whole middle goes, like I cut it in half, but like I'm hoping the middle goes soft so I can kind of like put a fork through it and like make it all like soft. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. And then I'll like chuck in whatever veggies, whatever, everything. I was thinking I might put in, we have a little bit of leftover like chicken and like peas and a little bit of mash, and I think I'll put some lettuce, some like cottage cheese on top, maybe a little drizzle of honey and some avocado is kind of my thinking. And let's see how that goes. So it'll be interesting. I'm usually a very much creature of habit who eats one thing, but that's my thinking. But yeah, so it's currently lunchtime. This morning I got to do hot Pilates, which was great. Like, I sweated so much. It was such a good class. The instructor was incredible. And then I was actually on the wait list for the class after, which was like a yoga type class, and I've been loving them, and I've been loving like being able to meditate. Oh, the background is, the lighting here is crap, I'm so sorry. But yeah, so I was still waitlisted, and the instructor was like, you know what, do you just want to, I'll put you a mat like next to my mat at the front if you're comfortable with that. And I was like, that's fine. Happy with that, that's okay. And I felt like it really meant that, like, it was weird because I was like at the front right next to the instructor, like my mat was like the instructor way. It was like crazy, but it was like such a good class because I felt like I actually like was so in tune with my body, and I had to like be on it all the time and like know what I was doing and working hard, and it was so good. So I'm really happy with that. And it was so lovely. Like, she was so lovely. So I've just had a good few days, and I mean, we're doing this May challenge, which is basically like 30 classes in May is kind of the idea. And so I've already done, what is that now, 5 in 3 days. Although the challenge should start last Friday, and I only got my membership on Monday, so I actually just caught up to keep doing. But I think I'll end up doing it a lot faster than most people will, because I think my idea is to do double classes 3 days a week if I can get there on time. So that'll be really helpful. But yes, that's my plan. And then I was gonna make banana bread, but it would seem we only have 2 bananas, and the kids love the bananas. So if I use the bananas for that, I'm gonna be absolutely murdered. So, I mean, I could pick up some more on the way home though. I think maybe I'll just leave that for tomorrow instead. Yeah, I think I might just end up doing that tomorrow. Might be the solution here, and buy more bananas on my way home from drop off tomorrow. I think that might be the idea. And I've got the boys, just me, the oldest 2 boys, just me, the next 2 days. So I will promise to do better. Maybe not so much tomorrow because it's going to be a bit hectic, but then Friday afternoon and onwards, it's just me. So that'll be a lot easier to keep you up to date. But yeah, sorry, that was a really long rant, so I will promise to take more footage. Sorry. Here's kind of my plan for this, but I've got my like boiled eggs with they're just seasoned with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I've got my sweet potatoes, and my plan is pretty much just to like mash it like this and like get all of the inside, so it's like a little boat with just the inside. And then I'm just gonna put on some of the peas and some of the mash, and then this is from the fajitas we had, so I'm just gonna pop that into there too because it has a lot of veggies. And then I'm thinking I'll just top that with a sprinkle of lettuce with some avocado, and then I'm gonna put like a dollop of cottage cheese on each of them for protein, and then I'm just gonna drizzle some honey over that. Presentation not so good, but that's the idea of it. When I said I was bad at filming this week, I meant it. I do promise tomorrow afternoon and onwards will be better when I'm alone. But it's currently, what's the time? It's 10:30, and I've had quite a busy morning. I've just kind of sat down, and I'm just kind of, last week I ended up editing the video like as I went each day, kind of just doing a little bit, but this week I've just been so busy I have not done it. So I'm trying to like put all my clips into the folder that they need to be in, so that I can export them into what I need to put them into. So I'm a little bit behind this week, so I'm gonna hope that I can get it all done. But I just sat down, and I'm gonna read my book for a bit. I'm doing a bar class, but that's not until 1 p.m. and then I will have like an hour and a half before I'll need to pick up the kids. So yeah, I'll probably sit down and do some editing at, like, there's a Starbucks right next to there, and I can probably go in there and sit there without ordering anything. I reckon that it's always so busy that you wouldn't even really notice. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. But I was just sitting down and I'm going to read for a bit. And I just started the third ACOTAR book. I finished the other one 2 nights ago, and then I haven't had a lot of time, so I like started this one last night and ended up just like being way too tired and going to bed at like 8, which is crazy for me, like absolutely insane. Usually my bedtime's 9:30, which is still absolutely so early, but I was exhausted by then, and I knew it was kind of good because it meant that then I'm not so tired the next 2 days when I'm not sure, how that's gonna go with the kids being awake in the night and coming into me. So I'm hoping for a good sleep, but you never know. So that's kind of where I'm up to. But yeah, so I'm only 4% through. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here and read for a bit. But oh my goodness, I am loving it. Like, I am so invested. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it. Oh, I do want to say things, but I can't spoil it. Okay, I'm not going to say anything. If you want me to give like a spoiler review of them, I'll make a separate video. I swear I'm always sitting in this spot, I'm so sorry. It's just such a convenient spot to sit, I'm going to be honest. So here we are again. I'm currently just sitting here watching a little bit of YouTube because the child I was looking after today has just been picked up. I'm now child free for the next like 24 hours. I can't wait. So I thought that I would give you a bit of an update. It's currently Friday, and I did bad at filming yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. But today I was expecting to have a child until 2, but he ended up getting picked up at why are words not working for me today? He ended up getting picked up at midday. So I've now got an extra few hours than what I thought. But I've got 2 workout classes booked this afternoon, technically more this evening, and I am never an evening workout kind of person. Never. By that time I'm like tired, I want to go to sleep. And I had the most atrocious night's sleep last night. Like, it was hideous. I went to bed at what? 9. I went to bed at 9. I then woke up at like 1:40. No, I woke up at 11:30 and looked at the time and was like, oh, why am I up? And then I woke up at 1:40, and then I could not get back to sleep. I ended up like going to the toilet and then could not get back to sleep until like 2:33. And then the kids were up arguing with each other at 5:30. So did not have a good night's sleep, so I'm not sure how this is gonna go, but I've got like a flow yoga at 4, and then that's an hour, so it'll go until 5, and then I've got a hot Pilates at 5:30, and that'll go until 6:15. So this will be interesting because I'm used to having like dinner at 5:30 and being in bed by like 8 and reading. So I wonder how we're gonna go tonight. I don't really have too much to do tomorrow. Like, I need to be out of the house by 8:30 because I've got like a yoga workout booked tomorrow morning at 9. But other than that, don't have a lot, which is kind of nice. And then I think I might go for a walk, but I'm really behind on editing right now, and it's not looking like this vlog is going to be very long, so apologies for that. It's just been a crazy week. So I promise there will be more exciting things in the future. I do have like a trip coming up that I have to start planning for, and I know I have a few things coming up that are a bit more exciting. But tomorrow will be, well, the next like 24 hours will be a bit better now that I'll have time and I'm not working constantly, and I'm alone, which means filming is so easy. I just got back from Pilates and yoga, which I did both of this afternoon. But before that, I actually ended up going over to Primark, which is in kind of the city centre in a way. It's like half an hour walk, I guess. And at the moment, Primark has like really good Pilates activewear, which I love, like for the Pilates girls in every color you can possibly imagine, every style. So I ended up buying a few things, and I thought I'd show you a few things. But first, they have these socks, and they're like the grip socks, but I thought they were so cute. They say little Pilates princess on them, and they work with like pretty much everything. And I only have one pair, which I have been wearing constantly, like every day, and they're starting to not fare very well. So I thought I would get a few more of them. But then I also had a look, obviously, at the sports bras and everything, and I've been like layering my tops like manually by like having the singlet and then the one underneath you can't really see because I'm wearing two white ones. But this one is like a built-in layering one, which I love, and it's in navy, which I wear a lot of navy, if you didn't know. So I picked up this little one, which is a really cute like crossover at the back. And then I also found this one, which just brings me back to like a ballet leotard, which I love a good ballet leotard. Always have, always will. But it's got the ballerina scrunch at the front, and then it just has the crossover straps at the back, and it's like a little tank top, which I think is super cute. And then I also bought, if you can see, I bought these new shorts, which are really cute because they've got like the crossover. I don't know how much you can see, but they're quite short shorts, but I love this. And this was just like a white bra or like a singlet over, is so cute, and I feel like they're all so versatile. And also, the other thing I got was a claw clip, and the reason for this is that I thought when I moved, I packed a claw clip. I don't think I did. I can't find it anywhere. So I have a feeling that I forgot to pack that. So I bought like a £1 claw clip, which I've been like thinking, oh, every time I like wear one of the hoodies with like a hood, I'm like, I just really want a claw clip to put my hair up so I don't have to deal with it. So I got one of those, but I'm just about to start making dinner, and on my walk home I was having to think about what I wanted to eat, and I had no idea. And I walked past a pizza truck, and I was like, well, I could get pizza, and then I was like, I don't really feel like it. I just feel like something a bit healthier than that today. So I've decided I'm going to try making this is going to sound disgusting to some people, so just bear with me, but I think I'm going to make a tuna salad, but have it with like roasted sweet potatoes, egg, obviously tuna, lettuce, and see how that goes. And then I've also got leftover fried rice from yesterday that I'm gonna put on the side, and that's my thinking so far. I would love like a meat of some sort, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna use, and I guess I've not had fish in a while, so that's kind of why I was thinking maybe fish. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna start roasting my potatoes. Please ignore how I look and my damn hair. I feel like it was only like last week when I was here, which it was, in my red face. I just came out of the shower, so give me a minute. So I was supposed to do a yoga class tomorrow morning, but I actually just cancelled it because I've been doing a lot, and I feel like my body is just calling to have time for myself. which I've not had all week because I've been so busy constantly. I'm literally not having a moment to do anything for myself. So I'm actually thinking that I might do something else instead tomorrow. My plan was to do my yoga and then go for a walk, but I'm actually thinking maybe I do like a longer walk on Sunday afternoon instead. Or I just skip it this week, which is also okay. It has meant that I skipped it 2 weeks in a row, but I wouldn't be upset about that. That's kind of where I'm at though. I'm feeling great after all my working out this week though. I will say, like, I feel like my mind space is like 1,000 times better than what it was last week. So that's a positive. And I think that tomorrow, I think I might actually film a different video. Because the video I kind of want to film, which is like doing only kind of like analog things for a day, and because like I'm alone for most of that day, it'll be easier to do, if that makes sense. So I think that might be a plan. I mean, I don't really care if you guys want to see it or not, because you get what you get with me. You get whatever I want to do, not whatever you want. So that's how it works. So I think that that might be what I will film instead. So I low-key think that's it for this vlog. I was hoping to do more tomorrow into this vlog, but I think I've changed my plan as to tomorrow. So yeah, I guess this is it for this vlog, and I'm sorry there's not a whole lot to it. I mean, I was editing it actually, and I'm already at 21 minutes, and that's not with the footage I've taken today. So it might be better than what I thought it was going to be. But I will just say it's mostly me yapping about how my life rather than like filming my life this week. So I do apologize for that. And if there is anything in particular that you guys want to see, just kind of let me know, because I'm definitely open to taking suggestions. I do kind of like these weekly vlogs mainly because it lets my like close friends and family know what my life is a bit more than just me posting photos. It actually gives them a bit more, which is kind of why I like filming these, but I get that they're probably not for everyone, so I'm definitely open to doing some other things as well. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. I love you all, and I will see you next time.